Places, everybody.
Oh. Don't touch my arm. Can you hear me okay?
Huh?
Everyone hear me?
Yeah, we should be able to hear you just fine.
Baba, can you hear me?
Welcome to the House of Rouse.
This week on the House of Rouse, we watched 1997 Spawn, directed by... What the fuck's this guy's
Todd
name?
McFarlane?
No,
Is
he's
he the director or the writer? I couldn't remember. He's the main vision behind it.
He was the writer and the director.
Really did
Mark
our research this
Dippy.
week. Mark Dippy.
Let's destroy Hunter Duffield's childhood. Let's ruin all his memories.
Mark Dippy.
Known for other movies such as
Oh, I did
Marmaduke.
all this too.
The
Marmaduke.
Boxcar Children,
Okay.
Michael Jackson's Halloween TV short, another Boxcar Children, The Reef 2 High Tide,
That's a good one.
Garfield's Pet Force, Garfield's Fun Fest, Garfield Gets Real. Man, lots of
He's
Garfield.
a big Garfield fan.
Frankenfish, Halloween High, Pixel Perfect,
Hey, write down Frankenfish. I might want to watch that one.
and Herbie Hancock, This Is the Drum.
Nice. This is the drum.
He also has done...
This is the drum.
He's most known for his visual effects, where he did the visual effects for Jurassic Park.
Oh, right.
Did he really?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Are
which
you
is,
shitting me?
Which is incredible.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which is incredible.
I was actually going to draw a comparison to that movie.
He also did... Really? But he also has some... he also did the visuals to a Donnie Darko sequel.
Oh, the sequel, yeah.
And Dr. Dolittle, Tale to the Chief.
Okay.
Terminator Judgment Day.
Oh, there you go.
Wait.
Ghost.
And Ghost.
He did Ghost.
He was the assistant visual supervisor.
Back to the Future Part
for Terminator
2.
2.
Part 2.
Yeah, Part 2, computer graphics.
This makes zero sense.
This
This all is shocking to me.
He is a very inconsistent visual
Yeah.
director.
And so,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
you
So
wanna call
I
it.
do want to start off because I know I was the reason that inspired this pick. I don't like to preface this before, but I will preface this episode with I was 7.
I was waiting for it.
I was 7 years old.
Right.
And this was a nitty gritty, dark superhero movie. And it's, I mean,
Yes.
looking at it from a 7-year-old's perspective, everything's badass about the movie.
it seems like a dark and gritty Goosebumps episode,
if you
rather.
just
true.
if you just look at
Very
those
good
if you just
good
look at
call.
those elements and not the story and the dialogue and
Everything.
how the visual effects look now, or even then, really.
There was one visual effect that was okay. There's one.
Well,
So yeah,
the guy who wrote this, because I wrote this down, wrote also the screenplay for Left Behind.
The old one?
Yeah. The Marine with John Cena.
Oh, Jesus. That makes a lot of sense.
The Wrong Turn series. And Tekken.
Yeah, also
I
makes
didn't
sense.
know that was a movie.
That's crazy. I
They
was
made
just...
a Tekken movie.
Yeah.
A UFC fighter was in it. He was one of the main stars. Roger Huerta.
Roger
Oh.
Huerta.
Oh.
One of the main
Well,
stars.
that ties
That
in
makes
perfectly
sense.
with this because we have a known kung fu action star in this movie
Yes, we
that
do.
you love.
I don't hate him.
I don't hate him either.
He's actually
He
unconfirmed, but allegedly he's a jiu-jitsu black belt. But he also is a actual confirmed black belt in like tons of different striking arts, like all forms of karate, taekwondo.
Yeah, like I don't think
All stuff.
he's bad, but the
not good.
dialogue and the
not good.
choreography are trash. Because
Okay.
I've seen him do other fights in other movies, and they don't look great because he's not been in really any great kung fu movies. He's got
Blood and Bone was insane though.
Blood and Bone
It
was
was so
insane.
bad
It's
it
got
was
some-
good.
Yeah, but I mean, even that isn't terrible choreography. Again, it's not good.
It's also
but
more
it's
modern.
not terrible.
Well, I'll just say this is possibly the worst movie I've ever seen.
It is. It's one of the worst.
Oh,
It is-
man.
Absolute garbage.
It's a bad one.
It
really hurt because I was laughing and I was just like, they are hating this. And because I checked my clock probably 4 times.
Dude, it was awful. And dude, that is okay. If it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, it has by far the worst intro to any film I've ever seen.
So bad. I forgot about the intro because I think what happened was I watched this movie a lot when I was a kid. I think what happened was that I used to go and watch it, and I would just skip the first 15 minutes, and I'd just get to where he was spawned.
Yeah, it's awful.
Because the first, it doesn't get much better, but it starts off real bad.
I picked this because I remember as a kid, the cover looked badass.
Yeah.
And I went and looked back at the cover. I was like, yeah, it still looks really cool. This looks legit. And then I remember it having awful reviews. But then you telling me way back when that you remembered it being pretty good, and then I've read a bunch of Reddit people saying that it was good. Like people on Reddit saying that it was decent. Mm-hmm. So I was always super curious to watch this.
I was against it.
And I also thought it'd be a great episode because they're doing a remake.
Yeah.
And the guy who wrote this one and who is the creator of the Spawn character is going to be the director.
Yeah.
But he's written some movies. I can't remember what they were exactly, but he's been a good writer sometimes, and then he's been just an awful writer like this. So God only knows what's going to happen.
If they get the right writing team in, they can do wonders with it. Because I don't think
he was the writer for the Venom, the new Venom.
I think he visually had some good ideas, especially when you're looking at the '90s, before the superhero boom. You know, of just every year it's a superhero blockbuster. This is that. I mean, he does have a vision of that world, that dark, gritty world, that almost darker than Gotham type shit. Like everything looks like fucking medieval. I think he had some good ideas visually that he was trying to do and try to make it look like the actual comics, but then you get what you get.
But here's the problem, though.
Uh-huh.
And this is my prediction.
I really hate that I'm trying to defend this movie. It really is bad, and it hurt me so much to watch it. God, I really loved it growing up. I really loved Spawn.
Well, first of all, my prediction is the reboot will never happen because they've been trying to make the reboot ever since the first one came out.
Yeah, it seems like they're closer than ever, especially with R-rated superhero movies making a comeback, because there was a period where they were trying them and they were just awful like this.
Columbia tried to do this movie. And
really?
And the guy said no.
Well,
imagine.
They made a sequel to this, but it's animated.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be good.
Right?
It's supposed to be actually good.
I can imagine a lot of the animated shit would look real dope because, I mean, again, look at it from a 7-year-old's perspective.
Oh yeah,
I have a superhero. I have a superhero that's darker than Batman, that can climb on walls like Spider-Man, has Doc Ock's chains that he can go out and do anything with. Can fly with a cape that is.
You also have
half the size of the city.
What's up, fart face? Oh God! Can't believe I ate maggots.
Okay, wait, hold on. All right, so I wanted to go through the things that were actually good about this movie first because there's way too much to say that's bad. So the things that I wrote down were good.
Okay.
The guy who was the clown did a good job.
John Leguizamo.
He did a good job. There was like the fart jokes and shit were complete misfires and very strange for an evil character. I don't know why they did that, but I think he was acting his heart out. He was doing a good job.
He did act his heart out.
And he looked pretty cool, I feel like. I'm not familiar with what the character looked like.
Yeah.
He looks very similar to the character. Yeah. Like I said, there's things when it's done right, it looks good. Like the practical effects of Spawn's suit, at least for that time, looked cool. And the practicals of the clown looked cool. But
so I wrote on that, and
he shit himself in that costume in real life.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's awful.
He did what?
He shit himself in the costume on accident. Because they said it took almost an hour to get the costume off. So I was trying to take it off. He accidentally shit himself.
Oh, good.
Nice. So he was decent. The costume looked pretty cool, I think. It's kind of cheap looking, but it was very strict to what the actual character looked like, I think. The cape looked cool in sequences. Like sometimes it looked pretty cool, and other times it looked just awful. And I didn't think when he turns into the giant lizard thing, the CGI held up decently for that time. I felt like, you know what I'm talking about, with Clown like mutated into the monster. I feel like there were certain moments that looked pretty decent.
I don't know.
They went in and out because they mix the CGI and practical. They try and do that.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, him coming from Jurassic Park now. It makes a lot more sense with that. But
those are my only positive notes, by the way.
even that even that one doesn't look but so good. I think, again, there's moments, there's flashes of it looking good. Like when he's transforming, I feel like when he transforms from that thing back to the clown, that looked pretty clean.
It could
and then there's moments where Spawn's, like when his face mask has to like claw up in that.
Yeah.
I think that looks pretty clean, but
I think that
the other shit doesn't.
it might have only looked decent because the monster that was Satan
I was about to say,
was worse looking than like a PlayStation 1 video game.
Let's just go ahead and get through
a monster from Spyro.
Get through the hell scenes.
The
Any of
mouth
the
didn't
scenes
move.
in hell.
The mouth didn't move. And also,
Well, again, I think that is more just probably sticking to the comic than it is.
strange.
It still comes off as strange.
It's
yes.
awesome.
But the thing is as everyone who I talked this movie about, which is not a lot of people, but those people say that the special effects were so good at the time.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
But the thing is I was thinking this was 97. Fellowship of the Ring was 2001. It was only 4 years away.
So this is some of the other research that I did on this.
Like the special effects.
when did Toy Story come out?
That was like 93, 94.
So Spawn had a $44 million budget. It wasn't a flop. I think it made like $80 million. Blade came out a year after and had a $45 million budget.
Looked a lot
I
better.
haven't seen
looks a
Blade,
lot better.
So but I imagine.
Blade's dope.
Yeah,
I'll do like Blade.
Looks a lot better. Those graphics still look dated, but it looks a lot better than this. And it had practically the same budget.
Decent for its time.
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least.
Also, Power Rangers with Ivan Ooze came out in '95.
Oh, I remember that.
And that had a $15 million budget.
Damn. And
The
just-
graphics look the same. If
Yeah,
anything.
just as good.
Do you think they blew through their budget with the explosions?
I was thinking that. I was thinking like, yeah, I think the practical effects ate up a lot, and then you didn't have, because again, like I said, you have Blade come out the next year, has $1 million more. That's it.
Well,
I also wrote down that Ghost Rider had $120 million budget. So
Dude, the first Spider-Man.
sometimes
was,
you can have all the money in the world and still have shit graphics.
yeah.
The first Spider-Man is what, like 2001 or something?
It's like, I think it's 2002.
Also,
But Fellowship of the Ring's 2001.
Also, I wrote other movies that came out in '97. Now, all of these have much bigger budgets, but you're comparing it to, so it's tough to make it was leaps and bounds ahead because The Fifth Element came out in '97. Men
Yeah.
in Black came out in '97. Starship Troopers.
Oh, shit.
How much of a flop? It's still
Starship
better,
Troopers is a good
better
movie.
graphics. Batman and Robin.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
So these are all movies that came. So there's nothing that's leaps and bounds ahead of any of these movies, even
No.
regardless of budget.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've gone on a weird tangent.
Well,
This movie sucks. There's a lot more things we got to talk about that sucks.
the
dialogue is one of the worst parts.
Jump into the dialogue.
It's one of the worst parts.
It's
of
an
it.
actual parody of action films.
It's almost every trope you
Yeah,
can. And can we also real quick? Martin Sheen is in this movie.
Yeah.
Martin Sheen is the bad guy, and he has to deliver awful lines. Over and over.
Yeah.
It's every
He's
action
really
trope.
hamming it up the whole
That's another
time.
thing. This movie is so fucking. It could not be more '90s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's awful. Marilyn Manson remixes are in it.
That was right off the bat. I was like, hey, here comes a Manson song.
And they only last like a minute. Like they build
Sometimes
it up,
shorter.
Yeah, like or less. They build it up like it's gonna be this long scene, and then it's just him walking around a corner, and then it just stops.
Yeah.
And then the dialogue, they have those awful cliche lines of like when the dude cuts something off, and he's like, sorry to cut in or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's just all these terrible
And then-
punchline puns.
As they're about to kill the guy, Martin Sheen's like, don't worry about Wanda. I'll take care of her. And he's like, you son of a bitch.
yeah, it's
That's honestly one of
bad.
besides like the really obvious things bad about this movie. One of the worst things about this movie that makes it more boring is that you don't give a shit about any of the characters.
No,
there's no build up to their person. Like they have no personalities.
Yeah, their acting's
You
awful
don't
too.
The acting's bad. The script is bad. You don't really like like I didn't care at all that his wife was with the other dude because like they don't build up their relationship but for 30 seconds.
Yeah, you know.
Like you don't know anything about any of them.
Am I wrong, or was this movie originally R when it came out, and now it's PG-13?
I thought
there's
it was
a
still R.
director's cut, so it might have been darker on that version.
For some reason, I remember
this movie
coming
isn't.
out being
Looking
R-rated.
back, this movie isn't even that violent. I think
No, not at all.
I think one person. That's one of my only notes is that I died laughing. Where was it? My only note is, oh yeah, she's dead. They're taking that chick out of the ballroom when he shot her in the fucking head and
yeah.
she fell off the thing. And the guy's like, check her pulse. And he goes, there's a gunshot wound to the head. He says a gunshot wound to the head. He goes, she still checks her pulse. He goes, oh yeah, she's dead.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I tell you what really threw me off was the birthday party scene in the beginning.
The
It's
clown's
all
there.
weird.
With the
kinda
clown, and then
Of course it's creepy.
creepy.
It's
yeah,
got
but like
John Wayne Gacy fucking vibes.
I thought it was a lot of the time in the beginning of the movie. I thought a lot of it was like illusions or like visions or something, and nothing was actually real, and it was just
I didn't know
Spawn
what was
going
going
through
on.
hallucinations.
It's tough to know because every scene is edited together with a flame wall going across the screen, or the Neo, the fucking ectoplasm that's running through them. It's always some type of that type of transition.
There's one transition where it just cuts to the devil's face for 3 seconds, and he goes.
The intro of the movie, they are showing you like parts of the movie that's coming later on. I was like, why are they showing these things already?
The story was pretty incoherent. Like you
course it
can
was.
you can piece it together, but like yeah, there's a lot of moments where you're having to kind of guess what happened and then have it reaffirmed later.
You don't have
Like,
to guess. It's the most ham hockey. We're gonna destroy the world with biochemical weapons. Like there's no amount of trying to set up some type of plot behind it. It's just we built a bunch of them. We're gonna make them explode.
Why did they need him to kill Martin Sheen? Why can't anyone kill Martin Sheen?
I think it was one of those like. I think it's kind of like a turning to the dark side type thing. Like he had to get his revenge to fulfill his hate, and then he would lead the armies of hell.
But the thing was attached to his heart, so if anyone killed him, it would have started at the
pacemaker.
Yeah, I don't think it was as much. I think that was part of the plan, but I think it was also trying to corrupt Spawn.
Yeah.
Of course, none
Why-
of that came
why
across
him?
because they didn't.
Yeah,
I have no idea
'Cause
why Spawn. Spawn was just. I think they have a really quick thing where the clown says he's the world's best assassin. If we hadn't tried to get him, the angels would have. Something like that. So that's their argument, is that he's one of the best killers on Earth. So either side would have tried to recruit him. I don't.
I think the most
No.
disappointing thing about this movie,
Everything?
to me, well, I was expecting a ton, but the most disappointing thing is that the action is very bad and very bland.
So bad.
And
The
Spawn,
guns don't even look real. He's rocking like
No.
a P90, and the shit
Yeah.
looks
It's
Well,
so
fake.
boring.
Spawn
It was
has
so boring.
apparently all these crazy powers, and you don't get to see, but like one
barely.
or two of them.
Oh god, I remember. I in my mind going back, I just remember him destroying people with these chains, and then,
Yeah.
like I said, one person dies in this.
Yeah,
movie.
he doesn't he have some kind of like psychological demon powers in the comics or something? Like really.
Oh, he's got all kinds of fucking. He's fucking OP as shit in
Yeah,
the
he's
comics. Like I said, he
yeah.
can do anything. His shield his cape like hardens into some shit.
Can he like make people look in the mirror and think their skin's coming off or something crazy?
Oh,
like,
I don't know.
He
I
can do
don't
some
know
crazy
as much.
like
Yeah, who
like
cares,
Naruto
man?
and some crazy like Shinigami eye shit or whatever.
Who
But
cares?
Isn't that Death Note?
or not Shinigami. Fucking what's the red eye thing he has?
I didn't watch
Whatever the
Naruto.
hell. He has some kind of crazy powers, like demon powers or whatever. But they never establish what his powers are in this movie. And then he makes the weird one of the weirdest scenes of this power is when he makes the bike get a shield or something.
That's his cape.
That was
Yeah, his
weird.
His
cape-
I was like,
cape
what
can
is
do all
happening?
kinds of shit.
I
His
saw
cape,
that,
his
yeah.
cape has a camouflage ability, helps him fly, and can also turn into rock hard armor. That's just his cape.
Another thing is when people shoot in this movie, the bullets go nowhere. I don't know if you noticed that.
Well, again,
but
like I
people will be shooting, and they'll cut back to like what they're shooting at, and there's no signs of any bullets or.
Yeah, they're shooting up that ballroom. No one is hurt. The only person who's hurt is that chick who dies. That's it. Everyone else is fine. No major damage.
I love how Spawn's go-to move in the movie when fighting is
didn't know he had one.
"I'm gonna kill you," and then he grabs him and he just throws him 10 feet. He does it like 5 times in the movie.
Honestly, a couple times I stopped paying attention for a little bit because
How could you not?
it was just
Bad.
This movie.
Who was that Knight guy too? Who was the Obi-Wan looking fuck? I didn't know who that guy was the whole movie.
That was Van Helsing.
Um,
That was Hugh
I
Jackman.
didn't know what was happening.
Hugh Jackman ate a bunch of Twinkies.
Cogliastro?
I don't know,
The old
man.
Spawn or something?
Fuck.
He is a...
I told
They don't
Colin we
explain
shouldn't
either.
watch this for this show.
Not
I
much.
Not
told him
well.
not to
He
do
is
this
a-
episode. God damn it.
What are you... He's a... he's been alive for like 400 years. He's been alive for like 400 years. He was fighting them during like the medieval times.
He's like, I'm getting too old for this shit, Spawn.
Yeah, but again, he's like 400 years old. I don't know
God.
how old he can live to be.
I wonder what the worst movie of season 3 is gonna be.
Well, I was thinking,
You'll still try to top it.
Is this worse than Ready to Rumble? And I think it is. I'd rather watch Ready to Rumble. I'm not even kidding. I'd much rather watch Ready to Rumble again than this.
That's tough, man. They're right neck and neck.
Because at least I'm getting
It really hurts.
David Arquette
They're close.
screaming a bunch at least. I mean, if anything,
It's really, do I want shit jokes or
more shit jokes.
black? Yeah, it's true. Just more shit jokes. I was wondering too. This might be a really stupid question, but did he actually eat the maggots in the pizza?
Oh yeah,
'Cause
he
that
did.
looked
Those are
very real.
Yeah, they were
It
real
did look
wax.
very
They
real.
said he ate it and then runs off. That's why he goes off camera. He just runs off camera and throws up. Is what they said happened.
I was see when I was watching it, I was thinking that looked really real. And I'm wondering if he did it thinking he was going to win a goddamn Oscar for this movie. And
I
he was
think
like,
they
"I'm
all thought
going-
they were a part of something bigger for
I'm
sure.
going
It's Martin fucking Sheen. Like
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the main guy, I'm forgetting his name. Gamble. He
Little
what main guy?
he's
Gamble
Gamble in
here.
Dark Knight. That's why I said that. You know, little Gamble
You actually know his fucking side mobster character name?
and Dark Knight. Yeah, his name is Gamble.
Michael J. White.
Yeah.
Ja White.
Yeah.
He's in the Dark
He's got
Knight?
like 2 minutes of screen time in the Dark Knight.
Is he in the Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the mob bosses.
Yeah.
Oh, is he where he lights the pit? It's when he gives him
He's-
the pool stick. That is
Yeah.
him, isn't it?
Well, yeah, he's
Remember,
well,
and then
he's,
Joker's
he's
like
there.
little Gamble here.
I forgot that
He's
was
there
him.
with
That's
the pencil.
crazy. Yeah.
You see him barely in the pencil scene, and then then there's the pool.
That's
the
crazy.
pool hall scene.
His acting's good in that movie.
Well, you know, he's a good actor.
Yeah,
he's
not
actually done some
bad.
good stuff.
Yeah, it's just
Um,
the dialogue is fucking.
The script
trash.
is the biggest
He
problem,
admittedly
yeah.
The
said
script is 100%.
that Spawn is awful. He admittedly was like, "Yeah, that movie sucks."
Like I said, like visually, I think they had good ideas. They didn't have the budget, and the script was trash.
yeah, it was a terrible.
And the action was awful. Yeah, I just wrote down negatives: script, acting, action, CGI, incoherent story, powers? Question mark.
Lots
No
of 'em.
connection or emotional build-up. Locations bland, and then night guy? Question mark.
Yeah.
Those are my negatives.
Night guy.
They got at the end. The night dude. I
Oh,
didn't know-
he's
I just
he's
didn't
in the
understand
whole
what he was.
movie.
I just didn't know what he was. I was like, what?
Well,
who
of
is
course
he?
you don't, because the first 2 times you see him, it's just Spawn walking by and him.
Yeah.
He just enters the room and stares at Spawn.
Oh,
And
the funniest thing in the whole movie,
yeah.
to me, the funniest thing in the whole movie is when the kid is trying to eat the sandwich and he starts throwing it up, and he's like, "It's rotten," and he's like, "I'll fucking show you, kid!" And he smack him.
Was this food too good for you, little boy?
It reminded me of Seinfeld when Kramer is in the shop and he's eating the sandwich and he's like, "Look at the sandwich!" He's just throwing it all over the place.
Yeah, the relationship between him and the little boy is awful. The whole thing's awful.
hey, Mister.
Hey,
Hey,
mister.
Mister.
Hey, mister.
Hey, Mister.
And then Spawn's burnt face is horrible to look at the whole time. I didn't enjoy it. I was hoping
shitty
at
version
some
of Deadpool.
I was hoping
I like
at some
the- I
point
like the
they were going
touch
to
of
cover
no
his
ears,
face
though.
with the mask. So for the rest of the movie, I was really
yeah,
hoping for that.
Yeah, there's way too much of him not in the mask, because mask looks badass.
Yeah.
I also thought it was kind of funny.
Venom syndrome.
So the kid in the beginning is not Michael J. White's kid, right? Or it is his kid, right?
The daughter?
Yes,
The daughter?
That's actually his real kid. Okay. 'Cause
What?
The
Right.
way, no, hold on. Because the way they make the white dude with the wife, they make it seem like it's his actual daughter or something.
Yeah, it's the white
And
guy's
I'm-
daughter.
Oh, it
it's
is,
not,
okay,
Oh,
it
it's
is.
not his daughter?
No.
See, I
you
couldn't
sure?
tell. I was confused. I couldn't remember if she was in the beginning of the movie or not.
Yeah, no, she wasn't in the beginning. That's the white guy's daughter.
Those fucks just leave the dog behind
Man,
too.
who
What an
cares,
asshole.
man?
Because she's like
Sa-
5 years old, and
Spaz.
it's been 5 years down the road.
I'm gonna name my next dog Spaz.
Spaz.
Why? Don't do that.
But yeah,
Everything about
you're
this movie
looking
should
at,
die.
I mean, budgetary reasons and whatever. But again, you're looking at other movies he's done. Terminator 2, those graphics, while they might not hold up to compare to today, they still hold up for
pretty
their
well,
time.
man.
Yeah.
Jurassic
they find a
Park
way.
looks amazing still. And
Terminator
again,
2,
budgetary reasons come into this
I remember
somewhat.
still looks
but
amazing.
Back to the Future.
Part 2.
Looks good.
Anyway, I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah.
So
how could you?
I haven't even thought about rating this movie.
let's just do an ad for fuck's sake. Here, I'll do.
No, I got it pulled up already.
What?
All right, here we go. This just came in.
Oh.
Yeah, a quick ad break before we go to ratings.
Well, you know, actually, I don't know if my voice is gonna work so well. I think I'm gonna have
No,
Evan read it for me.
no.
I think I'm gonna have Evan.
No!
This episode of the House of Rouse is brought to you by...
Yeah, a quick ad break before we go to ratings.
Well, you know, actually, I don't know if my voice is gonna work so well. I think I'm gonna have
No,
Evan
no,
read
no,
it for
no,
me.
no,
I think I'm gonna have
No!
Evan read this for me.
No, don't fucking read it. No.
I
No!
think Evan's
It's
gonna
not going to
read
make
this
any
for me.
sense.
I think Evan's gonna read it for me.
It's going to make... Oh, my God.
Sell it, Evan.
It's going to make literally no sense.
Do it, Evan.
This is sponsored by Good God, why do I smell so bad? Evan, do you have any deodorant I can borrow? This week's episode is brought to you by Eugene Utensils Moisturizing Pencils. You know the thing I was telling you about last episode that changed my life forever? Well, recently I was diagnosed with a disease known as multiple personality disorder, and sometimes I lose train of thought. So I truly apologize for that little mishap. Lucky for me and you, I now have the perfect writing utensil to keep a log of all my thoughts. Eugene's Utensils Moisturizing Pencils are a game changer. Not only can I keep track of my ideas and inner monologue, but this handy tool also excretes approximately 4 ounces of cocoa butter every 30 seconds, keeping my fingers nice and moist.
Oh man.
Order one of Eugene's Utensils Moisturizing Pencils. Visit www.eugeneuti.net. Me. Use promo code THOR at checkout to receive a 20% discount on your first order.
That's a pretty good one. That's a good ad.
I like that. I think that's one of your best. I like that one.
You really nailed it.
Eugene's going to be pissed.
Good job, Evan.
Thanks, man.
They changed it because Eugene wanted me to write the ad for him this time.
You broke the
For
illusion.
you to read it.
Yeah, no shit. You told me that over and
Eugene
over.
is going to be very upset.
I don't know who Eugene is.
Eugene Utensils Moisturizing Pencils.
I thought it did. You know what? I think you guys go check it out. I think it's
I'm
good.
dropping Eugene immediately.
We're done with it already?
Done with them
Don't,
already.
don't. The promo code's gone. I'm changing that right now.
Damn. Eugene's going to be more mad at that, I think, than anything else.
And we're back.
All right, then we're back. Let's do some ratings.
You deserve it.
I'm gonna do a commentary track on all of our House of Rouse episodes to explain everything that's
Explain the hatred behind every single one.
much everybody hates
like
each
when we
other.
leave filming an episode, we're like, man, that was fun, and then when we start preparing for the next one, we're like, oh, that's kind of dumb. I don't like that. And then when we actually get here, we're like, fuck everything about everything we're doing.
And then we just hate each other for
Yeah.
about 5 minutes,
and
and then we press record.
Yep.
It always ends up being me being mad.
Well, don't stop doing stupid shit.
Maybe you should get a counselor.
How did you not know that was exactly what I was gonna do?
He texted me before the episode and told me that's what he was going to do.
Yep.
Oh, I knew something was going to happen.
Ratings.
Let's do ratings. All right, I give this movie a 7%.
7%.
This movie is fucking garbage. I gave 5 points for the dedication of the clown guy, and I gave 2 points for Martin. For 2 points for Martin Sheen just being in it. And that's it. It's a 7.
Is Martin Sheen Charlie Sheen's brother or his dad?
His dad.
His dad.
Okay.
All right, Colin, what do you give it out of 10?
0.5 out of 10. It was very bad.
Man, that's bad. F with an asterisk. Because man, I used to really love this movie. This is the movie I got caught sneaking into my babysitters.
That sucks.
Because like it was the dark, gritty one, and I think it must have been. I was definitely not supposed to be watching it. Well, I was. My parents let me watch shit way too young, but everyone else wasn't supposed to be. So I snuck it in the Santa Claus 2. I put that VHS. I put Spawn in there, and my nanny was old, and she was like, "I don't think this is the right one." And I'm like, "Just it's cool. Just put it in." And all my cousins were like, "Yeah, you snuck it in. Nice." So I was cool for having brought Spawn over, and
So this really broke your heart, didn't it?
yeah, it really hurt.
Is this worse than Ready to Rumble?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like you give Ready to Rumble like a D-.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually looked it up. I gave Ready to Rumble an 18%.
Okay. I don't know what's worse. They're both pretty bad.
Well, the worst rated.
Listen, we
movie
all have
from-
mistakes from our childhood, okay?
Ours is Napoleon.
It's not like we weren't ranting and raving about the littlest vampire.
The little
That was
vampire?
okay. I'd much rather watch that over both of those.
I would. I would too.
That one's pretty fun, at least. That one has.
I don't think that's fun.
It's
I'm not saying the dialogue and all the other shit is as bad, but that movie is also terrible.
It at least has like some so bad it's funny parts, unlike.
So
these
does
two.
this. This one absolutely has so bad it's funny moments.
But
This
sometimes
movie
has
is a
some
parody
real
of
low.
itself.
Sometimes
yeah,
has some
sometimes
real
it's
low
real
points.
low. Oh, for sure.
Ernest Scared Stupid was better.
No,
That's true.
Yeah, it was better.
I would
That's
rather
true.
watch Spawn again. Than
No
Ernest Scared
way.
Stupid.
What about Ernest Goes to Camp?
I'd watch Ernest Goes to Camp again.
Yeah, that one's pretty. That one's solid.
Not Ernest Scared Stupid.
Let's hit that transition
Ernest
song.
Scared.
This is the transition song. Transition song. Transition song.
Let's do the top 5. What is it, Colin? What are we doing?
I don't care anymore.
That ad really really put Colin in a
I
bad
worked
mood.
really hard on that, goddammit. I spent like 30 minutes writing that thing.
Well,
Eugene is not going to be happy.
I could see it while Hunter was explaining a story. Colin's looking to the abyss of reality.
all right. Who's up? What are we doing?
What we gotta do? We're doing top 5 fruits.
Yeah.
Top 5 fruits.
Yeah.
All right, give us your top 5 fruits.
That's what we're doing.
To clarify,
I'm scared to give Colin my ad. Oh wait, I'm right. Hunter, you're reading mine. I forgot.
Yeah.
no
reading.
one better give me an ad. That's all I have to say.
Colin's reading mine.
Oh, I'm not reading anything.
You're reading mine.
Yeah, see, I lucked out in the fact that I gave you my phone first. So now I have the power. I didn't read it first.
Everybody
I really don't give a shit. You're gonna read
hurts.
an ad. Like,
All right, let's do top 5 fruits. Maybe that'll brighten your spirits if we go
yeah.
through one.
Who's supposed to go first?
I'll go first. I'm going
Okay.
first, and then
All right.
you go.
Yeah.
All right. This will brighten your spirits.
Okay.
Can I make a prediction?
All right.
You're gonna have cantaloupe on this list, and it's gonna make me upset. Because cantaloupe sucks.
Dude,
And if you like cantaloupe, go fuck yourself.
Good lord.
Easily one of the worst.
I really
fruits.
didn't think. I thought this episode would be boring. After I watched Spawn, I was like, "This is a shit movie."
Me too.
I'm
I
just
thought
gonna be
this episode was gonna
sad.
suck.
I was like, and now we're just gonna talk about fruit. And
might
I
have
don't.
cantaloupe.
I don't. Like, why are you so upset about cantaloupe? Like,
They're awful.
like
Cantaloupe
having
and
an
honeydew.
awful movie on a list. I'm like, yeah, you're a piece of shit.
If
But
you like
I mean,
cantaloupe and
fruit, like,
honeydew.
it's how you so mad about fruit.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Cantaloupe and honeydew are garbage.
All right, what's your list, Evan?
All right, number 5, cantaloupe.
Right out the gate. Beautiful. That couldn't have been more perfectly set up.
Cantaloupe I used to hate growing up my whole life. I thought it was awful. until about a year ago. I ate it at the cafeteria at SCAD, and I was like, holy shit, cantaloupe's good. And ever since then, I can't get enough cantaloupe. If it's really juicy, if it's been marinating in its own juice, it's real good.
Isn't that what they marinate? They marinate their jizz in the Ultimate Fighter. It's cantaloupe. Is that cantaloupe?
I think it's a fruit bowl. It's just a bunch of fruit.
Okay.
But cantaloupe is it's grown on me a whole lot. I actually really like cantaloupe. And I think, you know what's funny is it probably isn't my top 5, but cantaloupe's so new to me that right now I'm on a huge kick of it. So
huge cantaloupe.
I'm eating that a lot.
Real kick.
Number 4. The grapes.
Grapes.
Love grapes.
Love me some grapes.
Grapes is the best fruit. If you're just walking past a room, to just grab a handful of them real quick.
Just a handful of grapes.
Yeah.
the best fruit to have someone feed to you. Also,
That's
when
true.
Feed just,
What about a banana?
you want them to do it, to themselves in front of you. You don't want to feed to them. You want
That's
them
true.
to.
You want to see how far they can go with
sexual.
a banana.
I want to see how far they'll go with me with the banana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe some 2 grapes like on
get
the
them
like
to set
glued
the
to the bottom of
boundary.
it.
Yeah, I have a hot glue gun. We can test this after this episode.
Why would you? But I want to eat it.
Oh, I have edible hot glue. It's actually
Oh.
our next sponsor. We're not supposed to talk about
Edible
it,
hot glue.
Eugene's hot glue.
No, Eugene.
Oh wait, Hunter, you
Eugene
read
is
this one.
strictly in the pencil business.
Who's reading?
Oh no, hold on. Number 3.
Hold on.
Number 3, blackberries.
Let me get through the rest of my fruits.
Blackberries are dope. They're wild.
I'm very surprised. I think I've never seen you eat a blackberry. in
I
your
love
life.
blackberries.
They're wild.
Blackberries is the most fun fruit to come across in the wild. I love walking in the woods.
I love how you have the perfect scenario for every fruit. I like this fruit because it's the perfect
All of Evan's top
perfect
fruits.
scenario.
All of Evan's top fruits are just which ones he can grab and walk with.
Yeah, it's true.
You ever just walking by the kitchen or a forest?
or places to come across them.
His next one's gonna be watermelon because I can just carry it everywhere I go and just
That was
keep
too big.
slicing off parts of it.
I just found a vine in someone's yard.
But
Are you steal my watermelons in my yard?
no, but sometimes
I gotta put a fence up for my watermelons.
sometimes in the summer, I'll be swimming in a pool and then I'll come out and there'll be some bushes and there'll be some blackberries on that bush and it puts me in a good mood. I'll grab them, I'll eat them. My mom would say, "Don't eat the red ones," and I really enjoyed a blackberry. So number 3 is blackberries.
Okay.
Number 2, the kiwi.
Oh, that's a plot twist. I did not think you were gonna have kiwi in there.
I love kiwis. They're a super fruit. They're super good for you. So if you're real sick, go ahead and grab a kiwi.
If you're a real
Dr.
sick
Steve
fuck.
Rule's grocery segment. You're all sick.
People say that they don't eat the skin, but it's actually it's healthier to eat the skin of a kiwi. And
You
I
also eat
always
the sticker.
sometimes on accident.
You
Okay.
can pick up a kiwi shaver at some
But
point.
yeah, oh yeah, try out a new
forget.
kiwi shaver. They're if you want to just bite into it like an apple.
Just shave them first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's extra fuzzy.
and kiwis, but they're best served cold.
Kiwi shaver.
Number 1, best fruit is a strawberry. Love strawberries. Never get tired of them. I go through fruit phases in my life, and in all of my phases, strawberries are always in season. And they're best served cold. And
They're breast served.
Breast served gold.
yeah, and I remember when I was a kid, I would chop them up and put them in milk, and just eat it like cereal.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
But strawberries are really good, really sweet.
I got some in the fridge right now.
Let's get them out. Let's all test it. How about
Let's
we all
eat
pop
them
in
right
a
into the
strawberry?
microphone.
I love strawberries, and so that's my top 5 fruits.
Run them down.
Number 5 is cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Number 4, best served cold. Number 4, grapes.
Good for walking by.
What's the scenarios again?
Cantaloupe's good for if you
Hated them when you were a child.
if you're
and
in a
now you love them.
cafeteria and you see some cut cantaloupe.
Yep.
Make
You're
sure
just
it's
walking by 'em.
serenading juice. Yeah, if you're just walking. Oh, grapes are the ones for walking by. If you walk by and you see some grapes, are good to grab. Cherries too, but they have the pits, and then
You
you
can
have to
also-
spit the pits out.
You can also steal grapes at a grocery store. Like
You can do that as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 is a blackberry. That's the perfect fruit to find if you're wandering in the woods or if you're swimming on a summer day. Best served cold. Number 2 is a kiwi. I love kiwis. Super fruit, really healthy for you.
How do you eat kiwis?
I bite them to them like an apple.
Well, temperature-wise, though.
You're seeing the.
Oh, they're best served cold.
Okay.
You don't ever eat them with a spoon?
I used to, but then I realized I could just eat
Yeah,
it.
that's what I do too. Yeah, I bite right through it.
And number 1, best served cold, is strawberry. And they're just good for everything. Good all around. Good old fruit.
Good old fruit.
I wanted to have cucumber in my list, but Colin prohibited it.
Prohibits it.
Prohibition.
I wish I had room for plums. But
Plums.
I don't. Love plums.
Down in my plums.
Best served cold.
Is it time for another ad break?
No, let's do one more top 5 and then we'll cut to one and then we'll
I've
do
always
one
thought
after
that was a weird way to go about it.
Oh, you'd rather do another one now?
Too late.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I have 2 top 5 lists because
It's my go.
no, how is it?
No,
you
you go
did the
last,
list. You
'cause
go
you did the-
last.
you-
I thought we
pick.
always went this way.
No, for
every
top
time.
5, whoever picks
Top
the movie
5,
goes
whoever
last.
did it.
Okay.
Yeah, they always go last. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like you've never watched this show before. All right, I have 2 different lists because Colin said some of these things don't technically count as fruit, or they're fruit vegetables, or I don't know. I didn't really feel like
We were
having an
trying not to
argument.
count fruits that were also considered vegetables.
Whatever. So I'm gonna just run through 2 lists kind of quick, and we'll just go from there. So
Carrots are roots.
This is the first.
Fun fact.
This is the first. This list is the no fruit vegetables.
Okay.
His version of the list.
Okay.
Number 5, pineapple. Again, I really fucks with it if you grill it and shit like that. Super sweet, nice,
It's all right.
nice taste. You don't have to worry about nearly as many of the seeds. It's a bitch to kind of cut open, but once you get it diced up, it's good to go. Number 5, watermelon.
Oh, boo.
Delicious.
Boo.
You can just eat a whole bunch of it. Throw some salt on that bitch.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What? Oh no, you gotta throw some
Boo.
salt on it. Oh,
Watermelons is meh.
Yeah, whoa, calm down.
man. Oh, watermelon's solid.
Nah.
I'll definitely take watermelon. Again, this is a list I don't care as much about. The other one's the one I'll be more passionate about. Number 3 is bananas. You want to talk about just on the go? You can just grab a banana, keep it pushing.
That's true.
You can make banana pudding. You can throw it in your cereal. You can do all
Banana
kinds
pudding's
of sorts.
one of the best desserts ever.
You can do-
If we did top 5 desserts,
Banana bread. You can do all
I
kinds
like
of fun
banana
things
pudding.
with banana.
I like banana bread though.
So yeah,
cornbread's terrible.
banana for sure. Here's the curveball. I don't think you're gonna see this one coming. Number 2 is lemon. Lemon is
Super fruit.
Lemons?
No, I'd use it in a lot of different cooking.
That's true. Yeah, you got lemon pepper seasoning.
But you know what's crazy?
Put
You
some
know what they say
asparagus,
about
lemon juice, garlic, and black pepper.
Oh yeah, no, I just get a straight lemon and just squeeze it pretty much over a lot of the different shit
I
I
used to
make.
eat lemons just whole as a kid.
I don't do that.
They start hurting my gums.
They're
and
also
teeth.
great on throw.
well, it's probably because you
make
didn't
some
eat them
lemonade.
cold.
You can make some sweet. You can make an Arnold Palmy. You know,
Oh, yeah?
Palmer alert.
Arnold Palmy.
Wait, real quick. Lemons. The best scenario to eat a lemon is to order lemon water at a restaurant, and when you finish the water, pull the lemon out and just suckle on it.
Oh, I just eat it the moment they give it to me.
That too. That's also good.
I don't do either of those things. Number 1,
I like to
apples.
put oats in it. Just load it up
Plot
with oats.
twist.
Because there's so many different versions of them. I mean, you can go sweet, sour.
What's your
plain.
favorite apple?
Honestly, I really like fucking Granny Smith.
Granny Smith, yeah.
Fiji are good too.
Fiji's
apples.
really solid.
Soft apples are the worst.
Oh yeah.
Mealy
Yeah, you
apples.
need
Like
a
the
real
yellow
good
ones.
crunch.
The yellow soft
Yeah.
motherfuckers are just the
But yeah,
worst.
apples, man. You got so many different versions of them.
They got orchards
Apple
of
pies, orchards too.
them. Yeah. Apple orchards are the best.
Yeah. All right, so that's that list: pineapple, watermelon, bananas, lemon, apples. This is my actual list. I'm gonna go bananas, number 5.
Okay.
Number 4 is avocado.
Avocado's dope.
Because you can make guacamole. It's used in a lot of
Guacamole.
different sushis. The shit's just good straight up.
I
I
love
was at Subway
guacamole.
today, and I watched a girl get a tuna and guacamole sub.
Yikes, that sounds
That's
odd.
fucking awful.
Yeah.
I've never had tuna. Never had it.
So yeah, that's number 4 is avocado. Number 3, lemon. Already talked about it. Number 2, apples, and number 1, peppers, because peppers are the best. There's so many different uses. Make everything, most of my cooking better. You can just slice it up and eat it.
I wouldn't push back on the peppers at all. Peppers are amazing.
Peppers are
What?
fantastic.
Are we doing anymore?
Who knows? We're talking about fruits. That's what we're doing. No real arguments, nothing like that. Just
Yeah, this has been such a tame season so
fruits.
far. No one's getting mad anymore, except Colin on the ads.
My
but-
my heart's just broken. Like that's all it was. It's so sad. Like in my head, Spawn is this badass, and I watch him like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that dialogue and action. And
The acting. Like in the beginning scene, it
All right,
just
you
looked
ready
like
for
they
your
weren't
ad
married.
read?
Totally.
Yeah. All right. Colin gets to
Take a
read
quick
now
break.
because he's super excited about ads.
Good God, why do I smell so bad?
This episode of the House of Rouse is brought to you by...
Evan, do you have any deodorant I can borrow? This week's episode is brought to you by Eugene Utensils Moisturizing Pencils. You know that thing I was telling you about last episode that changed my life forever? Well, recently I was diagnosed with a disease known as multiple personality disorder, and sometimes I just lose train of thought.
Are you all a figment of someone's imagination?
So I truly apologize
I think all 3 of us have multiple personality syndrome
any
now.
of
for
us
that
are
little
real.
mishap. Luckily for me and you,
Which one of us is real?
I now have a perfect writing utensil to keep a log of all my thoughts. Eugene Utensils Moisturizing Pencils are a game changer. Not only can I keep track of my ideas and inner monologue, but this handy tool also excretes approximately 4 ounces of cocoa butter every 30 seconds, keeping my fingers nice and moist. To order one of Eugene Utensils Moisturizing Pencils, visit www.eugenesuti.net. Use promo code, where'd that me come from? THOR, promo code THOR checkout to receive a 20% discount on your first order.
I like how that he went so far as to put his phone over my phone.
I hid it from you.
I love that.
I hid it.
I just
All
want you to
right.
know that you just threw away our chance to remake Solid Gold.
I saw what it was, and I almost decided to read it.
You just threw away your chance to remake our greatest song ever.
Why don't we do 4 ads?
You threw it all away, Colin.
Let's read.
All to make a stance.
I can read
all to make a
another one.
stance about you being wrong.
I'll read another one.
Nope, you threw it away. That's our second chance to make Solid Gold.
Oh.
You threw it all away.
Was it going to be a gold song like This Is Gold?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah,
Oh,
it was,
man.
it was set up, but no.
Was it about top 5 tards?
Colin had to make his point. Also, they say retard in this movie. I figured you two would
They do. They said it twice. I think.
latch onto that.
How come every movie we watches, they just all say retards? They say mongoloids.
Because we watch terrible movies from
Yeah.
the 90s a lot.
That's true.
No bounds.
That's true.
So,
All right.
So this is the actual top 5
And we're
fruits.
back. This is going off the rails.
thrilling.
All right, so number 5 was very tough.
Cue the music.
We're going off
And so I almost put raspberries at number 5.
Me too.
Oh man,
Me too.
so close.
Because when they're especially really best served cold. You get a big thing of raspberries.
Oh, just a nice chill to it.
dude,
Yeah.
they're so good. I'm not even kidding.
I like to put
I
them
am.
in my
They're
in
amazing.
my fruity pebbles.
But what? Is it a joke?
I like to mix Fruity Pebbles with Cocoa Pebbles, and then add some oats to it.
yeah, that's some bunches of them would be preferably.
Bunches of oats
I
to it.
have, I don't know if you can see it up there, but I have a box. It's called pure granola, and I add it with the Honey Bunches of Oats almonds.
Yes, you've explained that to me before.
It's good. I'm like,
Doesn't make it any less weird.
I'm gonna make you a bowl after this.
I don't want it.
Hey, remember that Cinnamon Life commercial?
Tastes like a stick. All right. So I ended up not going with raspberries because my other number 5 has many more uses.
Oh.
Some that I use every week. That is
Blueberries.
apples.
Oh.
Apples 5.
Because you have
The most
apple pie, just regular apples, Bold Rock,
cider and alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
Oh, apple cider is so
Tons
good.
of different things for apples.
Applesauce with a little cinnamon in there.
Applesauce.
There's
Schmecks.
apples.
So good.
Apple cereal, like Apple Jacks. They have that
Jack
like
smack.
that Quaker brand of cereal that's got like walnuts and
Well, see,
apple chunks in it. It's fucking
Apple
amazing.
apples.
Hello? Okay.
I was
hi,
doing fruits by themselves when I did my top 5. If I was doing stuff you could make, I would definitely go blueberries.
We had that conversation though. We said it counts things you can make. Not we wouldn't count flavoring. We wouldn't count things that were
I know.
fruit flavored, but things you could actually make out of it.
But I didn't do that. I went blueberry because you can make blueberry muffins.
Whose fault
Yeah.
is that?
Blueberry muffins are so
That's
good.
your own
Yeah,
fault.
true.
I know. I just didn't want to.
Yeah, so apples. Granny Smith probably my favorite
You did
also.
that.
Number 4, grapes.
Grapes. So
Grapes.
I think I like the green grapes better, but
I think they're both just
they're
as
both
good.
amazing.
They're
I don't
both
know.
great.
I don't know. They're great. This is the content that people want. Top 5 fruits.
Top 5 fruits of all time. Why not? Why the fuck not? We're on
It's a good
season
pairing
3.
with Spawn, dude.
There's no more. There's no more ideas.
This is
We're
hands
out.
down our worst episode. We're 20. We're 20 some episodes in, and this is our
is
rock
it.
bottom.
Listen, we hit it.
What's funny is I have tons of other top 5 ideas, but I was more intrigued by
We're
top
gonna
5
go
fruits.
from 30 views. This is
thing's
gonna
gonna
get
fall
2
off.
views. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch this one.
So
Seriously.
grapes, Evan said
Oh,
enough. All right.
fuck.
Number 3, kiwis.
Kiwis. Hell yeah.
Kiwis are
Love
incredible.
kiwis, man.
Love me a good kiwi.
Yeah.
Now, I might push back on the best served cold. I don't know if that's true,
No, they're best served cold.
but they are good.
Best served fruit.
And yeah, just if you eat kiwis, just bite right through the skin.
Yeah.
There you go. It's
That's the
got
best way to do
fiber. Kiwis actually have the most vitamin C and potassium of any fruit.
They're superfruit.
They're great for you. Oh,
super.
they also
Superfruit. Kiwis and lemons.
also help you sleep because they boost serotonin.
I've heard that.
Yeah, you
Saw that on
talking about 'em will do the
Facebook.
same.
Saw that
All
on
right,
Facebook.
number two, strawberries.
Strawberries, man.
Strawberries. I mean, what can I say? Best Honey Bunches of Oats cereal, strawberry.
I never want a bunch of strawberries though.
I always do. Yeah, strawberries are
Dude,
good.
best picnic fruit is a strawberry.
Yeah, pretty
Go on
easy
a
to
picnic?
eat too. Not a challenge.
I've been on many
Yeah.
picnics recently.
Hey, do you want to go on a picnic?
No.
We can go on the House of Rouse picnic and we'll live stream it.
In the past month, I've gone on 2 picnics.
Number one, the only number one that should be is watermelon.
Number 1 is
Number one,
watermelon.
Number one,
Man, you
Best
picked
fruit
a
of all
dumb
time.
list and then you had a dumb answer.
What the fuck?
watermelon.
Why
Watermelon's
is-
the best fruit.
Watermelon's good, but it doesn't really have a taste. It's literally just
Oh,
water.
No, it's amazing.
That's why you have to add salt
This
to add
is-
some type of taste to
No,
it.
what
That's
fucking
the
watermelons are you
worst.
buying?
That's the worst opinion Colin's had this whole
No,
show.
you're buying the wrong
I don't know
watermelons if you
about
put
that.
salt on it.
You said some dumb shit.
One is
Watermelon,
watermelon.
is the best fruit.
watermelon's the best.
It's tasty. It hydrates you. It's not too sweet. It's just the right amount of sweet.
Jesus fuck, dude. Are you kidding me?
You get the seedless. You don't have to worry about it.
One
seeds.
is watermelon.
amazing.
watermelon.
Dude, that'd be in the top 5 worst fruits.
And you can get it where it's got like you said, it's just marinating in the juice. It's very good for you. It's
What do you
very
mean
delicious.
it's marinating in water.
It's marinating in water. It's
not
just
water.
other
It's
water.
it's the sweet watermelon juice.
It's
amazing.
just
the
water.
only good
It's
time
not.
to eat watermelon is after cross country practice. So only good time to
It's
do it.
water
Yeah.
with a slight flavor.
Watermelon.
Again,
Yeah.
that's why you add salt.
Also, if you add salt to watermelon, you should die. of
You
a
get the
stroke
salty and the
right now.
sweet.
Oh
Why would I want that?
I had no idea I could get upset. Dude, never in my wildest dreams did I think anyone would say watermelon's the best
God,
fruit.
at least
Love
you
me some
spiced up
watermelon.
this list. You put apples 5 and watermelon 1.
Watermelons are incredible.
Why is
That's
it every
fucking
time?
Also-
whose idea was the cereal list? Was that Evan?
That was mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your food ideas are odd.
Yeah, he did.
Also-
a strange palate.
If you
Strange palate.
if you exercise in the morning time and you don't want something heavy in your stomach, just eat a little watermelon. It'll curb your appetite. I mean, you won't be hungry.
That's
and
what Mike
you won't
Pruitt
be
always
full
says.
either. You won't be full. It's just right. It hydrates you. It's perfect.
Mike Pruitt always says that to me.
Does he?
I don't know.
Shout out to Mike Pruitt.
Mike Pruitt.
If you're in Thailand somewhere listening to this,
He's the, o-
I don't know that
he's
guy.
the only person that I have beaten MMA.
yeah, Evan, dude, I watched Evan kick his ass in Muay Thai. I have a video of my Snapchat.
Well, maybe post it on the channel.
You know what? I think I will.
All right, run through that top 5 so we can get the fuck out of here.
Number 5, apples. Number 4, were apples even in your top 5?
So much funnier now when I know what the ending is.
Number 4, grapes. Number 3, kiwi.
Dude, how's watermelon better than grapes,
Number
dude?
2, strawberries. Number 1, watermelon.
Oh my god!
Wow.
You
Best
picked the
fruits.
most flavorless fruit in that
It's
whole
got
top
tons
5.
of flavor.
You're
Tons
telling
of
me
flavor.
Watermelon's better than blackberries? That's fucking ridiculous.
Watermelon, blackberries are too tart.
Oh.
You can't eat a lot of them.
God, dude.
You can only eat like 3, then I'm like done with them.
Yeah, because I
Watermelon,
just want
I
to eat a
just-
mountain of watermelon.
Dude, last week I ate a half of watermelon in one sitting.
Christ. Whatever, dude. Just drink a Dasani bottle.
No, because it doesn't have the watermelon flavor.
All right. Anyway,
Also, great texture. One of the best textured fruits.
let's just do our fucking ad break, and then I'll reveal our next episode.
Holy shit.
Oh, God. What?
Also,
Just go to
again,
the
I have to
fucking-
protest. I don't understand why we have our last ad break right before we're going to come back and end the show.
Well, because I'm revealing the next episode after this. Oh, hold on. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, hold on.
What?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
This episode of the House of Rouse is brought to you by...
Little gamble here.
Rails.
Yeah, it's not good
And
today.
of course, you did this.
Colin, don't read it. Just listen.
An exciting new show coming this fall to the, we're doing it. We're doing this show to the House of Rouse
Plus.
exclamation point.
I forgot we have a streaming service coming up.
We do.
Yeah.
Tony Romo's No Homo show about towing holes.
Towing holes?
Towing holes.
Like towing. Like you're pulling them?
Towing.
Like you're putting your toe in a hole.
It's gonna get down and dirty in this brand new series where retired NFL star Tony Romo shows you his new passion of towing holes. No homo. If you have ever wondered what Tony Romo has been up
Is he
to,
retired?
he has been towing holes.
He's retired? I didn't know that.
In case you didn't get the joke, towing holes.
He's putting his toe in someone's hole?
With special guests like Andy Dick, Brian Singer, Chris D'Elia, and Kimbo Slice. You know, you're in for a wild ride. Just go to,
What's Kimbo up to these days?
it's 2 pictures of some type of monuments, a picture of a house with a tree, heart, picture of a desert. What are you doing in your
My
pants?
leg itches, dude. My leg itches.
Why?
Stop looking. My thigh started itching,
Ear,
dude.
ear for more information.
Ear.
This is our worst episode we've ever made. If you've made it this far, something is severely wrong with you.
Oh, God.
Dear God, end this.
All right, I have to apologize really quick to Eugene Utensil because I said earlier we're going to drop him, but we're not. We're going to. Eugene, we'll come back to you at some point. I'm
In
sorry.
fact, Eugene's going to be the first guy to get his hole towed.
I hope not. His old toad?
Yeah.
Well, I'll write the next ad with one of your moisturizing pencils.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. And we're back. Let's reveal. I'm gonna reveal the next. It's my pick next, 3rd episode. So for the next episode, get ready, boys. 'Cause my mic keeps going out. Okay, we're gonna review The Last Exorcism.
Oh, no. Oh, God damn it. I really don't want to watch this.
Which one is that? Is that the last exorcism of Emily Rose or whatever?
No.
Or is that like the 3rd one? Or
I don't know. Colin has just told me
Damn it.
it's really scary, and so we're gonna watch it.
Which one is? Isn't it like
It's
the
kind of
third
a-
one in the series or
it's-
some
it's
shit?
there's only 2. The second one came out years later. The first one was kind of a sleeper.
Put the mic up to your face.
Sleeper. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, it was just not very loud, but now you're good.
Sorry. It's kind of a. It's a forgotten. It's,
Has
I don't know,
good reviews.
It's a very very forgotten good horror movie that came out in the time where horror movies sucked ass.
It's like 2010.
Yeah. It's a good movie from what I remember. I've seen it twice, and both spread apart.
So we're gonna review The Last Exorcism.
I really don't want to watch it again. I might just not watch it.
No, and then we're gonna do.
Sleep, man. God damn it.
And then we're gonna do top 5 TV theme songs. Television themes.
Huh.
That's a good list. That is a very good list. That's tough.
Yep. That's what we're gonna do.
I feel like it's going to turn out to be very similar to our top 5 sitcoms list.
No. Because this includes dramas and cartoons.
Oh, we're including cartoons.
Yes. Cartoons included.
That changes the game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I want to not include. I want to not include animes though. I think we should exclude anime.
Oh. All right. Well, we're out.
Done.
I can't believe you guys sabotaged my ad.
I can't believe you sabotaged it yourself by doing the same fucking thing we told you not to do last time.
we told you to wait on it.
Every time. No, you guys better wait on it.
We
No
said
one
do